Hey there, news fans. I'm Newser, and welcome to News Blast for April 28th, 2025. Today, we're diving into the biggest stories from last week, April 20th to April 26th, 2025. We've got exciting news from around the world. Here in the US, technology, health, sports, and as usual, a look back in history. So let's get started. Top stories around the world. First up, regarding the conflict in Ukraine. Presidents Trump and Zelensky met face-to-face on April 26th to talk about peace. They had a good discussion, and they're working hard to stop the conflict with Russia. It's a tough job, but these talks could help make things calmer for lots of people. The leaders met while attending the April 26th funeral of Pope Francis in Vatican City, Italy. The Pope died on April 21st, and mourners from around the globe attended his funeral. Over in Peru, a survey showed that 3 out of 4 people are worried about their country's future. That's the highest level of concern in years, reported on April 24th. People there are thinking about important issues like fairness and safety. In Canada, students in Winnipeg got creative on April 24th. 9th grade art students painted concrete barricades for a big hockey celebration called the Whiteout Parties. Their colorful designs helped make the event super fun. And in India, a state called Tamil Nadu banned raw egg mayonnaise on April 25th because it might carry germs that make people sick. This rule helps keep food safer for everyone. U.S. news. Here in the U.S., President Donald Trump declared April 20th to April 26th as National Volunteer Week. He praised volunteers who help out in schools, hospitals, and shelters, making communities stronger. That was announced on April 23rd. In Texas, a school district called Cy-Fair ISD made a big change on April 25th. They're bringing back bus routes for middle school kids who live close to school but have to walk along busy roads. This helps keep students safer on their way to class. Social Security offices are feeling the pinch. According to a report on April 26th, workers say they're super busy and people are waiting longer for help. This is because new rules have made it so certain changes cannot be made by phone. This means some people have had to visit Social Security offices in person. The new rules are designed to help prevent fraud, as scammers used to be able to just call in to Social Security and pretend to be someone else to change their information. National Adopt a Shelter Pet Day is coming up on April 30th, but it was highlighted on April 27th. Shelters across the U.S. are encouraging families to adopt pets who need loving homes. Maybe you've got room for a furry friend. A sad but important story. On April 26th, people remembered Alexis Herman, a trailblazer who was the first Black woman to serve as U.S. Secretary of Labor. She passed away, but her work for fairness and workers' rights lives on. And finally, some schools are talking about big changes. On April 26th, President Trump and his team said they want states to have more control over education. That could mean new ways of learning in classrooms across the country. Technology news. Now, let's zoom into tech. Scientists are super excited about a new discovery in space. On April 24th, NASA shared that a telescope spotted a faraway planet that might have water. This could be a clue about life in outer space. On Earth, a new app for kids called CodeSpark Academy launched on April 25th. It teaches coding through fun games, making it easy for you to create your own apps or animations. It's already a hit in schools. Also, on April 25th, a company unveiled a new kind of solar panel that's super thin and flexible. It can be used on roofs or even cars to make clean energy. This can help provide energy in new and interesting ways. And on April 23rd, a new virtual reality headset for classrooms was announced. It lets students explore places like ancient ruins or the ocean without leaving their desks. Learning just got way more exciting. Health news. Let's talk health. On April 26th, Uganda declared the end of its latest Ebola outbreak, 3 months after cases were found in the capital. This is great news because it means doctors and communities work together to stop a dangerous disease. On April 25th, a study shared that getting enough sleep helps kids do better in school. Kids who sleep 8 to 10 hours a night have sharper brains for math and reading. So make sure to catch those Z's. And on April 24th, singer Justin Bieber spoke out about staying positive. He said ignoring mean comments online helps him feel happier and healthier. It's a reminder to focus on the good stuff. Sports news. Time for sports. In basketball, the Oklahoma City Thunder defeated the Memphis Grizzlies by a score of 117 to 115 on April 26th. The Grizzlies were shorthanded due to an injury to their best player, Ja Morant, earlier in the series, and put up a good battle. But the Thunder, who are the top seed in the NBA's Western Conference, completed the sweep. On April 24th, Cleveland Cavaliers player Evan Mobley was named the 2025 NBA Defensive Player of the Year. He's awesome at stopping opponents from scoring. Also, on April 25th, Draymond Green from the Golden State Warriors won the 2025 NBA Hustle Award. He's known for playing hard and never giving up. For kids, there's great news. On April 24th, a national soccer program for kids ages 6 to 12 expanded to more cities. It's free, and you can learn cool moves while making new friends. Check it out in your town. Last week in history. Let's hop in our time machine for some history. On April 20th, 1999, the first YouTube video was uploaded. It was a short clip about elephants, and it started a video revolution. On April 21st, 1989, the Game Boy, a handheld gaming device, was released in Japan. It made playing games on the go a huge hit. On April 22nd, 1970, the first Earth Day was celebrated. People came together to protect our planet, and we still celebrate it every year. On April 23rd, 1564, William Shakespeare, one of the world's greatest writers, was born. He wrote plays like Romeo and Juliet that we still love today. And in a crazy coincidence, he died on his 52nd birthday, on April 23rd, 1616. How strange is that? On April 24th, 1800, the Library of Congress was created in Washington, D.C. It's one of the biggest libraries in the world. On April 25th, 1953, scientists discovered the structure of DNA, the code that makes you you. It was a huge breakthrough for science. On April 26, 1986, a new kind of glowing fish was found in the Pacific Ocean. It's called a flashlight fish because it lights up underwater. And now for some birthdays. On April 22nd, actor Jack Nicholson turned 88. He's famous for movies like The Shining. On April 23rd, wrestler John Cena turned 48. He's also a movie star now. On April 25th, actress Renee Zellweger turned 56. She starred in Bridget Jones's Diary. And on April 26th, comedian Carol Burnett turned 92. Her funny TV show is an all-time classic. That's it for this edition of News Blast. We'll see you next time. Be sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel to stay all caught up on the news. This is Newser, signing off. Stay curious, everyone.